Hey, good morning, everyone. Monday, the 5th of October, 2020. About 3:45. I haven't even run the dogs yet. Had to get this quick video out. And your ever-flexible, most fluid, humble messenger is going to treat you with a link. About a 26-minute video today, people. Strongly suggest you watch it. It will have a big bearing on this video. Okay, of course, successfully completed a 2-day tour in the bowels of hell, also known as the Bottom Feeder Pit. Was not disappointed, people, especially on Saturday. They were out in force. But you know what? Bottom feeders don't bother me because they're bottom feeders. And like Neil Young once said in his epic song, Old Man, doesn't mean that much to me to mean that much to you. What did concern me, the takeaway on Saturday was, because today is Monday, is the number of non-bottom feeders, the number of reasonable people that have the ability to think and comprehend and understand, characteristics bottom feeders definitely do not have, the number of non-bottom feeders that are all worked up over the Mona Corona. It seems like North Dakota has increased its numbers in the 3 county areas surrounding me, including the county I'm in. He got it. She got it. She died from it. They died from it. In other words, people, there must be a lot of empty chairs surrounding the dining tables in American households, especially in North Dakota, especially over the last few days. And I don't think so. I think there's something wrong with this picture. But it's concerning that the reasonable thinking people out there are buying into this fabricated scam. You know, we're going to go here in this video from fleecing the sheeple to stampeding the cattle. And Trump, you're not helping things one bit. Not when you declare you got it. You felt a little poor, and now you're going to declare war on it. You, from Walter Reed Hospital on Saturday, said, we will defeat the virus. I'm the first one to tell you, people, ain't going to happen. Let's take a little historical trip back in the past. Do you remember Tricky Dicky, Dick Nixon, the president? Do you remember him declaring a war on drugs? Yep, America's most dangerous enemy, drug abuse. And the Nixon administration to declare war on drugs. Can't be done, people. He never declared a war on drugs. Hell no, he declared a war on the American people. Jump forward a little bit to the facade, the phony scam of 2001, September 11th to be exact. Remember G.W. Bush? War on terror. Tell me, please tell me, how do you have a war on an ideology, on a philosophy? Can't happen. But what did he have a war on? Yeah, the American people. Patriot Act. Remember that? Remember the TSA? Remember the Defense Authorization Act? Yeah, he declared a war, all right, but it was us. It's always us. You get it? The masters of plantation have always got to control their cattle, their livestock. Come on, it's just good business. Just like culling the herd of the non-productive, whether they be infants or old people that continue to consume but produce nothing. Can't have people laying around on their fat asses on the plantation consuming ever greater amounts and producing nothing. Just don't work that way. Good business. Ranchers, back me up on that. People that raise chickens. You want open hens that don't lay eggs? You get rid of them. Sunday's dinner, don't you know? All right, don't want to belabor that point. Now, while we're in the past, tale of two, it's always an invisible boogeyman. You know, now we got the invisible Mona Corona. You got to have the RT-PCR test to determine if you have it. And the problem is, people equate a positive test result with a positive diagnosis. And there is the misinformation, people, because there's no equation there. A positive test does not equal a positive diagnosis. Pure bullshit. And in this video, you'll hear it from the creator of the RT-PCR test himself that says it's not the false positives of the test. It is the false misinterpretation of the results because it's not a test. It is a process. It is an amplification process that takes an infinitesimal amount of something and through a number of cycles can create a greater amount. Now it's something you can look at, something you can try to study, something you can understand, but it is not in any way, shape, or form, and never has been, a diagnostic tool, a diagnostic test. There ain't one for the Mona Corona. You've got to master that one point. No test. So, let's go back to the equation. Someone tested positive from the dreaded monoclonal. They ain't got nothing. Nothing. But we all think, not me, but a lot of them, a lot of the thinking reasonable, non-bottom beaters, think there's an equation. He tested positive. He's got it. She died from it. I don't want to diminish the death of anyone, people, but how many people die every day in America? From a number of reasons. Yes, it's just a fact of life. So, you got to get this through your head. Watch the 26-minute video. No equation here. Now, do we have a historical example of another scam run upon the American public? Why, yes, Dave, we do. Let's go back to the 1980s and 90s. Do you remember 1-800-SOS Radon? You remember that one? You could dial that number, and the EPA, the End of Progress Administration, would give you the latest updates on the deadly, invisible radon gas laying and lurking in your basement, people, waiting to pounce on your unsuspecting ass and kill you dead as a doornail. Remember that one? And then, after you contacted the EPA, the End of Progress Administration, the precursor to the scam artists over at the CDC today that are stampeding the cattle, the EPA was helping to fleece the sheep, you could find out a legitimate, licensed, certified radon abatement contractor, and he'd come to your house and bend you over and give you a financial effing like you've never had before in your life. Unscrupulous contractors reaped millions of dollars from the radon scam. Why is it a scam, people? Radon 222, isotope 222, has a 3.8-day half-life. You know what that means? That means in less than 4 days, you've already lost half the amount you thought you had to begin with. And after another 4 days, you'll lost another half amount of that amount. You get my point? It downgrades. And matter of fact, if you had radon gas laying and lurking in your basement, and you just happened to walk through it, disturbed it with motion through the air, you would readily pick up another electron and convert to helium. Yeah, you didn't have a radon problem. You never did. You had a helium problem in your basement. An inert noble gas. Deadly helium. So the radon abatement contractor comes to your home, and he sets up a test kit. Or you can buy one in the store. And you set it up much like a mousetrap. It's called a cloud chamber. And it lays in your basement for a few days. And it tells you where radon has been, not where it is now. Then you pack it up, you mail it away to some unscrupulous scientific lab that says, yep, by God, you had it, so you must have it now. And then they would give you a list of reputable contractors who would come over and smear a bunch of radon abatement putty and caulking all over the cracks in the walls in your basement for thousands of dollars, allowing you now to sell your home or live in it safely. What a scam. Millions of sheeple were fleeced. Today we have millions of cattle being stampeded. What's the difference? Another invisible boogeyman. You will find out from the creator, the Nobel Prize in Chemistry creator of the RT-PCR test. Not a test, process. You'll find out. Watch the video, please. There's so much bullshit surrounding this, and so many people that are believing it. All of a sudden now, people are starting to believe mainstream media. Remember the mainstream media that lied to us about everything, about the Liberty, about the Gulf of Tonkin, about 9/11, but now all of a sudden there's a new truth movement in the 5 mega corporation controlled mass media market. It's making my job on the wall difficult, people. There is such a fog of bullshit surrounding my wall. It's making it tough for me to see what's coming down the road. I haven't a clue what's coming down the road. I don't know what the Trumpster is up to, but I know this scam is working its way, and it's working its way very well on the unsuspecting, hate to say it, ignorant public. Helen Windsor always said it. American public does not know enough chemistry to keep its ass out of trouble. And I'm afraid the facts do bear that out. So, the takeaway on this. Trump, you're not going to defeat the virus. You're not going to help the world defeat it. You're not going to help the American public defeat it. We're not chasing after invisible boogeymen anymore, people. Not when we have real threats. And what did Fauci say the other day? My previous video? Bars and restaurants must be closed. You got to close them. I think there's some bars and restaurants in this state that close at 10 or 11 o'clock at night. What a mysterious boogeyman this one is. It strikes death and fear into the hearts of mere mortal men, but only after 11 p.m. Go figure. Shut down the churches, of course. Essential services like abortion clinics and liquor stores, casinos, got to keep them open. Churches, you better shut them down. Don't want people going out to dinner either. Nope. Can't have a few drinks. Nope. Can't have that. Well, at least can't have that after 11 p.m. It's a scam, people. You got to wake up. Quit letting your masters throw endless, invisible, undetectable, exist in the brain only boogeymen that are coming to get you. They're not coming to get you. The masters of plantation are coming to get you. Yes, you are the target. You always have been the target. Get that through your head. Now, one more time. The phony, well, I can't say phony, the valid RT-PCR test process is not a test for the dreaded Mona Corona. It is a process, an amplification process. Quit buying their bullshit. Otherwise, you're going to have to wear the mask, get the vax, social distance, shut down your business, stay at home. You tell me if that isn't war conditions, people. What Russian or Chinese boogeyman enemy could do any more than that than your own government's already done to you? And besides that, make my job on the wall a lot easier if you blow away this smokescreen of bullshit that's shrouding every issue out here. One more time, I don't mean to bore you because I got stuff to do. The test does not equal a diagnosis. End of story. That's it. Period. Put a lid on it. Bury it. You're concerning me, people. Anyway, like I said, I got stuff to do today. Don't even know what the weather is. Too early on the video here. Haven't run the dogs yet. Keep you posted. Keep you updated. Hit the bell notification. Hey, welcome aboard, new subs. And see you next video.